Hello my quilting friends, Leah Day here, and I am quilting a new design called Cyclops. So here's how we stitch it. We're going to stitch a circle, then I'm going to stitch an arch shape, stretching from one end of the circle to the other end. And then now I'm going to stitch another arch shape, going back to that original starting point. Now I'm going to stitch right into the center of that. I guess I kind of made a football shape in the middle. I'm going to stitch right into the center and stitch another circle right in there. So this is called Cyclops because it looks like a lot of eyeballs stuck together, and I think it's a cool design. It's definitely going to add a very rich texture to your quilts, and I think this design is going to work really well on a large scale. It could be used for bed quilts, and it could also be used for wall hangings, art quilts, that kind of thing too. So as you can see, I just had to shrink a design down, a little shape down, and that worked just fine. Because you're working with circles and circles naturally stack with one another, it's going to be really easy to fit this design into pretty much any area of your quilt. So I stitched a nice big circle, and then I swung around for my arches, and now I'm going to stitch inside with my center circle, just like that. Now, how I visualize this, you might be wondering how I'm able to stitch these circles and stack them up so nicely. Well, basically, I've gotten really good at just eyeballing it. Man, the eye puns are really flying thick and fast today. Sorry. So basically, I am visualizing the center spot, like the center dot, and then I'm able to use that just kind of, I don't know, I guess imagining that it's there, because I don't need the marks in order to quilt it. So I just visualize that center dot and then I swing around it. So that takes practice, and it took a lot of stitching pebbling. Then that's just circles stacked on top of one another. It took a lot of stitching that design in order to be able to do this so easily. So I'd say a good starting point would be to stitch a whole lot of pebbling. And then once you get the hang of that, then you can start playing with these designs that really stitch it up a notch. Like this one is Cyclops, and then I've got other designs like striped beads is where you just stitch some straight lines in the center. Cracked eggs, you do a zigzag. So there's lots of different designs and variations that you can do with circles as a base. So what happens whenever you don't have space for a full circle? So right here, I didn't have space for a full circle, so I'm just stitching a half circle shape or a quarter circle shape. I'm going to go inside, I'm still going to make my arch shape, just exactly like if the full circle was there. And then I'm also going to branch out to do a half circle for the center, just like that. So even though I don't have the full shape, I can still stitch half of it. And you can always visualize that. Put your hand over the design, over the shapes, and kind of figure out what it looks like whenever it's been broken into pieces. That's your best guide. So that's how you quilt Cyclops. I'd love to see how you stitch it. Definitely post some photos to the Leah Day Quilting Facebook group so I can see how you stitch this design in your quilts. So that's it for this video. If you'd like to find an entire book of designs to inspire you as you stitch, definitely check out my book, 365 Free Motion Quilting Designs, which has lots of inspiration for you to flip through and pick designs and try them out on your quilts. So check out the book at leahday.com, and until next time, let's go quilt.